Have you been arrested? My name is attorney Mark Stevens. I am a criminal defense lawyer in Salem, New Hampshire. I practice in New Hampshire and Massachusetts. If you have been accused of DWI or any other crime, call me today for a free consultation. 603-893-0074. My website is bybyedwi.com. That's BYEBYEDWI.com. I look forward to hearing from you.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and the guests and are not necessarily those of WCCM or its sponsors.
Well, Mark, you were introduced in the past program, but we have to do this officially right now because every Thursday morning at this time you're going to be here talking about what?
We're going to be talking about law topics that affect the citizens of Massachusetts and New Hampshire. And welcome any calls, any questions anybody's got about any laws that are affecting their lives.
And the name of the program will be?
Will be Lawyer Up, which is what you should do if the cops want to talk to you.
That's it, right? Now, how long have you been practicing law? Can I do one up close and nosy with you?
Yeah, you can be as nosy as you want. I've been in practice since 1998. I've been in my own solo practice in Salem, New Hampshire, up in tax-free Salem since June of 2000. I practice exclusively criminal defense. And the primary focus is on DWI defense.
And you've been busy, I understand, recently.
Yeah, we sure have.
Yeah.
We sure have. The police have been busy and keeping us busy, and it doesn't take much to get arrested for DWI anymore.
Yeah, well, what's the situation? Where do you want to start with that? Well,
if you get stopped and a police officer smells any kind of beer on your breath or any kind of liquor on your breath, chances are you're going to get arrested. That's the bottom line. It takes a lot for them to let somebody go. They usually want a field sobriety test you. Most people can't pass those gymnastics, and they usually end up getting arrested. Fortunately, in New Hampshire, we lead the country in refusals, so 84% of the people who get arrested for DWI in New Hampshire refuse to blow into the breath testing gadget, so there's no number for us to fight in most cases. But we do have the field sobriety test and the rest of it to deal with.
84%, that's quite high, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The only people that ever blow into that thing are people that have never been arrested before or don't know any better. But you should carefully consider whether you want to blow into something that doesn't work that well, and consider what you're going to do before you're under pressure. You should talk to a lawyer before you end up in that pressurized situation in a police station.
We have a special guest on the phone for you right now. Good morning.
Morning, Mark.
Hey, this is Big John Webb calling from Maine. If you're not familiar with John Webb, John is the king of York County OUI defense, and I appreciate you calling in today, John.
Hey, Mark, it's my pleasure. I appreciate you having me on.
Listen, I want to ask you a question. Have you looked at House Bill 546, the cell phone ban law, the proposed cell phone ban law for New Hampshire?
I did have a chance to look at that, and I have to tell you, my first reaction was, what happened to live free or die? I was absolutely shocked to see that proposed law in New Hampshire. I think if you look at the Fourth Amendment law across the country as it's starting to evolve, specifically as it relates to cell phones, I mean, I think for all members of not only law enforcement, the prosecutorial side and the defense side, that's the next frontier as far as the constitutional battles that seem to be setting up literally from New Hampshire to California.
Sure. Live free or die, or this third alternative that this law would propose.
Yeah, I'm sure that you're aware of that decision from earlier this year out in California, where the California Supreme Court decided that a cell phone is no different than a shirt or a pair of pants, and once a law enforcement member stops you and has your cell phone in their custody, that it's free game as far as their ability to search it like a search incident to arrest, and I assume that's the direction that New Hampshire wants to go, and I think that California case alone is going to set up an epic showdown in the United States Supreme Court.
Right, I agree, because this is, these bans are coming up across the country, but this one in particular just gives the police carte blanche to grab your phone and look at it. It says in here to look at what time you made the call, but a cop with a watch, I think, that can tell time can do it with his watch rather than nosing into your business.
Yeah, and I don't think that there's any doubt that once you get into that cell phone, Lord knows what you're going to come across or what you're going to want to come across once you're in there allegedly making that innocent inquiry with respect to the time of the call.
Right. Can I ask you one more quick question, John, while I got you? I know you got to get to court. What do you think about the potential vagueness challenge to the immediate proximity of the phone to the ear?
I think that opens up a whole nother battle as far as a ripe opportunity to challenge that law, because it seems unbelievably vague as to what that really means, and there's no guidance given in that statute or any of the notes that I saw that let you know how that is specifically going to be defined.
Thanks, John. Listen, I appreciate your calling in and your inputs. Anybody who gets arrested in Maine would be smart to call John Webb of Nichols and Webb at Maine OUI on Twitter. John, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for your time, and thanks to everyone that's listening.
All right, you have a good day. Good luck.